O'clock at 330-729-9977, 330-729-9977, 330-729-9977 will get you through to us. Pick up the phone, give us a call. Any legal problems you have, child support, divorce, custody, estates, evictions, wills, trust, auto accidents, dog bites, contractual issues, problems with insurance companies, with the tornadoes and trees, anything and everything when it comes to legal questions. Call us right now. I have 3 lines in Youngstown open. We'll try to answer your questions at 330-729-9977, 330-729-9977, 330-729-9977. We'll get you through to us on News Radio 570 WKBN. That's 330-729-9977. Pick up the phone, give us a call. I'll hook you up with our lawyers. Let's see if he's back. We only hope that Attorney David Beatrice, the Kingmaker, is joining us.
I am. How are you?
I am well. You have been missed. People have always asked, where is Dave? Where is Dave? Everybody wants to know.
I'm here. I'm right here.
I know, but you've been gone. You've been absent. We've missed you.
Well, last week I had to go up to the boat early because my son got engaged. And
do you like the girl? Let's talk about that.
I like her very much.
Okay.
And she was born in and reared in the Florida Keys. Mm-hmm. So I took her a couple times to Put-in-Bay, and she said it reminded her so much of the Keys that they'd like to get married there. So she brought her best friend up, which is a wedding planner, and me and my wife and Jackie, who's my son's fiance, and her best friend, who's a wedding planner, for the Breakers in West Palm, by the way. And we were looking at different venues. They kept asking me my opinion. And here's my position on that. Information, wait a minute. Information is power. I don't want to have any power. Here's what I want to do. How much does this cost? And then let me write the check. Don't ask me for my opinion. Don't ask me to make any decisions. I don't want to make decisions. Decisions give you power. When you have power, you will get blamed for decisions. I don't want to get blamed for anything. So, however they want it.
Hold on a second. I need to interject here because you might be missing something.
What am I missing?
This is your son getting married, right?
That is correct. My oldest. That's correct.
All right. So, have you ever seen the movie Father of the Bride? I thought
he's not a bride. He's a groom.
I am talking the movie
Father
of the Bride.
Yeah.
The movie is about the father of the bride pays the bulk of the bill for the wedding, and you pick up like the booze or something like that. Isn't that how it's supposed to work?
That's how it's supposed to work. But I have volunteered to pay for their wedding, and that's what I plan to do.
You're going to pay for the whole thing?
Basically, yes.
And so they came to you on your boat in Put-in-Bay, and they brought a wedding planner with them?
Well, his fiancée has come before to the boat, and she loves Put-in-Bay because it gives her childhood memories of the Florida Keys. So if you've been to the Florida Keys and you go to Put-in-Bay, they have a very similar vibe about them. And she liked that it gave her a childhood memory. And so that's...
Where does she live now?
My son and her live in Savannah, Georgia.
Okay, so where will their wedding be? Up here?
Well, tentatively at Put-in-Bay, but nothing's in stone yet. And so that's where it sits. So it was me, my wife, my son's fiancée, and her best friend who's a wedding planner.
And how did it go?
I didn't want to know. I didn't ask any questions.
Did you pay attention?
I did not. I went and may have day drunk on late Thursday afternoon and Friday. Okay, while they went and did their things, and they came back and they wanted to share it with me, and I said, "Hey, this sounds fun. Whatever you guys decide sounds good with me." Listen. Information, I've learned this after 41 years of practicing law. Information is power.
Did you give them a budget? Yes or no?
Yes,
This is not-
I gave. Well,
Did you draw a line in the sand as saying, listen, here's how much I'm willing to spend on this fiasco, wedding?
I would like to
that
make,
that is my wife's job. I see. Once again, that would be me weighing into the process.
Did you
me
put-
making
did
a
you
decision?
Did you discuss a budget with your wife?
No, I did not. My wife
So as
is
far as you
handling
know,
that.
it could be 10,000 or 50,000.
As far as I know, you are 100% correct in that assessment.
Why wouldn't you set some type of a budget? Why
Okay,
wouldn't you-
what don't you understand about the fact that I want no decisions to be made? I want no information to be laid in my lap. I want to make no decisions because I then can't get blamed for anything. Okay? I can't get blamed for anything.
So at no point did you say, okay, this is how many guests we can have. It's not going to be
No,
unlimited.
I've not said
This
that.
is how much money I'm willing to
I
spend.
roughly I overheard them talking.
This is a
Okay,
nightmare.
it's not a nightmare. When you do a destination wedding, okay, you're going to get about 50 to 60% of the people you invite to show up, and so the only things they've asked me is, how do we get people over to the island? And I said, I can make those arrangements. I can rent a Jet Express, or we could just say, here are the schedules for the Express or the Miller's Ferry. Here are the rooms available, and then that's it. I don't want to know anything else. I really don't. All I know is my son, who's going to be getting married, and then my other son and my daughter's future fiance. We're all staying on the boat, the 4 guys, and we're going to trash it because my wife won't be there.
Your boat.
Absolutely, it's going to be the guy. It's going to be a bachelor pad for a couple days. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
Pause for just 1 second. Is Tally there?
Yes, Tally's here.
I'm
I
here,
need
Ron.
to talk to her.
Can you
Go
hear
ahead.
me?
Yeah, Tally, this is a nightmare he's talking about.
It's not a nightmare.
Excuse me, I'm talking with Tally at the
Tally,
present
what
time
is
for
a
his
nightmare about
input.
what I'm saying?
I would like
Okay.
to formally request an adoption by Dave Beatrice for my upcoming vacation. If he could just write a check to
Well,
cover all of it.
that's not going to happen.
Tally, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
All right. And first of all, Tally did every father's dream. Tally married a doctor, but
No. We have to qualify that. She didn't marry just a doctor. She married a surgeon.
correct. Okay, but I just wanted
Just
to
so we
emphasize
have
that.
that right.
Now,
I married him
Tally,
before
when-
he became one, but yes.
Okay, but Tally, when you got married, was there, with your dad and the people that were paying for the wedding, did they say, this is how many people we can invite, here's what the budget is, here's the parameters?
So me and Adam don't actually come from a whole bunch of we come from families with limited means. So they both helped out as much as they could, but Adam and I actually paid the majority of our wedding.
Excuse me, could you say that a little louder, Tally? What was that again?
Adam and I actually paid for the majority of our wedding just because our parents both come from limited means.
Okay, is Dave hearing this? I just want to.
I am hearing this, and let me
But
respond.
I think that's wonderful.
I think-
no,
let me
I think
let
it's
me
great.
respond to that.
Okay, no, I'm not.
I
done
wanna
with
respond
Tally.
to that.
I am
No.
not done with Tally. You
I'm-
must. No. Tally, let me ask you the follow-up question, please. Traditionally, is it not?
Do we
the
have any
father of the-
calls?
No, I'm not.
Don't worry, my daughter already told me that she has an unlimited budget.
Oh Jesus.
Okay, she just
That
don't-
0% surprises me with your daughter.
Yeah, she just said, "Here's what I'm going to do. You're going to pay for it, and you're not going to question it." So
I think it's wonderful. And honestly, if my parents could have done that, and they would have, and maybe I'll do that for my kids. I think it's very generous of Dave, and I think it shows how much he loves
let me
his
just
kiddos.
let me just say this. My son.
I just want to ask
my
one
son-
question to Tally, please. Tally, does
Let
the
me
father
answer.
of the bride traditionally pay for the? Isn't that how it traditionally works?
Traditionally,
Tally?
if they can afford it, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Did you hear that little caveat on it?
But how generous is it? Okay, let's
Okay, my
putting it
son
aside.
is serving his country. My son's not even in the United States right now. So if my son wants to have a nice wedding, I'm going to give him a nice wedding.
And thank you for
Because
his
I don't
service.
see many other people out there whose children are serving when they could be out in the private sector making a lot more money. So I'm going to make sure that my son has a wedding commensurate and honors the sacrifices he has made of his body, his brain, and his financial pocket to serve this country. It's the least I can do for my son. And if my son got engaged to a woman whose parents might not have the means I have, I'm not going to be a jerk and say, well, you guys got to pay for the wedding. I'm not doing that. I'm sorry.
I think, well, first, thank you for his service. And second, I think it's a wonderful thing. I really do. I think it's extremely honorable of you to even offer that. Yeah,
Anytime I can be on my boat, it's just,
I
don't
really
care.
don't have any negative things to say about it. You might have a lot of things, Dave, and we might make fun of you a lot, but you are very generous. And
Yeah, people don't know that about
people
me.
don't know that because we always make fun of you. But at the
Everyone
end of the day,
makes fun of me. Brian and Frank
We're not going to stop
were
doing that,
torturing
Tally.
me today.
That's
I
the
know,
whole point.
I know, but he is a very generous man, and you know what? For his son, I think it's wonderful, and I'm excited to hear about the wedding plans.
Yeah. Yeah. The only complaint I had is
Where is Melfi when I need him, or Frank when I need
Well,
him?
David,
well,
they
Frank,
can pile on
Frank,
here.
I have Bandit
Frank is
Petrus.
now Coach Cassis.
Yeah, football
Okay.
coach Cassis.
Yeah, his sons are athletes, so yeah, he I don't know when he'll be doing the show again.
I'm out next week and the week after.
I don't think so because they have
I
football
sure
practice.
am.
You
I won't be here. Remember?
yeah, you won't be here, so I'll probably be solo.
We have Bandit though. Bandit's sitting right
Yeah,
next
Bandit's
to me.
in it right now. Hi,
He is-
Bandit.
He is being so good.
He
He's
is
going to be
being
part of
good.
the radio show.
Come here, Bandit. You want to sit by Daddy? Come on.
He
Come on
says
over here.
no. I'm sitting by Tally.
Anyhow,
You're all right.
Frank's coaching. Jimmy's has some excuse that he didn't sleep, and what are you complaining about, my producer?
You're supposed to be here to meet me at 3:30.
Anyways,
Oh, Jimmy?
you have
Who,
Dave
Frank
and
or
I.
Jimmy?
Do we have any
Jimmy.
calls? Because
Yeah. Do we have any calls? Ron?
we have
Yes,
two brilliant
yes.
minds here, waiting,
And willing
chomping at
to
the
go.
bit.
All right, you're on the air with the attorneys. Hello. Hello.
Is that me?
Yes, it is. Go ahead, sir. Your legal question.
Okay, this is a legal question about a vehicle.
Go ahead.
Okay, I started out. I have a truck, wouldn't start. It was a fuel pump fuse. I ended up had to get it towed. I got it towed to this local body shop or repair shop. It was $300. I got it home 2 days later. It wouldn't start. I took it back. They said they checked everything. It was a starter. They put a new starter on. Okay. I drove it home, which I'm 10 minutes away from the shop. I looked, no dashboard, no clock, no radio. I had a temperature gauge, and that's it. Now, the garage claims that they didn't do this, but now they've had it for 2 weeks and can't fix it. And I don't know if I have to go legal or what. I need
All
my
right.
vehicle.
All right. Hold on a
So-
second. Hold on a second. I want to understand the breadth of your problem. You took your car to an automotive repair shop, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Did they give you an estimate before they undertook the repairs? Did they give you an estimate of what it would run?
No, they didn't.
All right, so they violated the Ohio Consumer Sales Practices Act, and they either need to fix your car appropriately or you could sue them and recover your attorney fees. So perhaps you should go back to them and say, you didn't give me a quote. The law requires you to give me a quote. Fix my car or I'm going to sue you. How's that?
Well, they've been trying to fix it for 2 weeks, he said. And he claims that it wasn't their fault. It was my fault.
No,
And I
no,
drove
no.
10
Listen,
minutes away.
whether it was your fault or not, they must give you a written estimate. Them not giving
Okay.
you a written estimate violates the law.
Okay.
All right? Good luck with
Yes,
that.
sir. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. You're a little edgy with that guy, Dave. I mean, I think
No,
got
I
it all
just,
worked out.
I just,
Tally,
I don't,
I got him on edge.
No, I just don't like people taking advantage of other people. I don't like that.
He's had a really hard day. I mean, mind you, I have too. I literally didn't be able to pee until
this-
like 3 or 4 p.m. But he's had a hard day.
This entire week, Ron.
He didn't get a cold plunge.
I didn't get
Okay.
a cold plunge.
Let's give him a little break
My day this week was just a series
of unfortunate events.
of interruptions of me attempting to do my work. That was it. I tried to get my emails answered, and all it was interruption after interruption after interruption.
I said good morning, and he said what? And I said, don't say what to
I have
me.
to shut my door, and
Yeah,
when I
he
shut
has
my
to shut
door,
his door.
Inevitably I got one quick question, Dave. Okay, answer that. I go back to doing whatever I'm doing. Then a client calls me on my cell phone, or
Look at Bandit. He's looking
I
at you
know,
like you're
or something else. It was just a frustrating week because I couldn't get work done because I just, as I was getting work done, just kept getting interrupted.
He's a
and
hot commodity. Everybody needs him.
It's not that. It's just when you want to get I wanted to write this motion. I was supposed to have it done like 10 days ago, and I just got it in because I literally every time I tried to work on it, all I did was get interrupted, get off track, and I even bought an AI thing. Ron, you'll love this.
Oh, I hate this
That
thing.
I know I love it.
I know you do.
I put it in my pocket, okay? And when I'm talking, a lot of times when you're talking, you'll say, all right, I'll get back to you on that. And then you get waylaid with something else, and then you forget about it. Well, this AI has the ability to create you to-do lists. So when I get home tonight, it'll have a big list here, and it says, here are the following things you said you needed to do in case
Is
you
it
forgot.
going right now?
It's going right now, yeah.
Okay. AI thing to Dave. Tell him not to what tally anymore.
All right.
On his to-do list.
Fieldy, tell me not to what tally anymore.
I yell at him every time. I say, don't say what to me. Say good morning. How are you, Tally? I'm great.
Hey, Tally, would you also ask the AI thing, could he not take his frustrations out on Ron?
Could you also tell him not to take his frustrations out on Ron?
Fieldy, could you remind me not to take my frustrations out on Ron?
Did you
I'm
name it
I'm
Fieldy?
going to screenshot it and send it to you, Ron.
Did you name it Fieldy, or is it already come named?
That's the name of it, Fieldy. It's the best.
Can we rename it like Darla or something?
No, that's
funny?
the name of it. It is the best piece of technology I have purchased
Gertrude.
because I cannot
Darla.
tell you how many times it has saved my
Pita.
arse. It has
Malak.
saved my because I'll get home tonight and then I'll go, oh yeah, I remember saying that, or oh yeah, I forgot about that, or oh yeah, I need to send. Like you'll be on the phone and I'll go, all right, I'll forward you that email, Ron.
I'm going to be so annoying now that I know its name. Fieldy, remind Bandit to give treats. Give him
Fieldy,
treats.
remind me to give Bandit treats. There, it'll. Believe me, if you say something that it picks up as like a to do, it'll
I'm
make
gonna
a to do.
I'm going to make a very long to-do
Don't
list
do
for
that.
Fieldy.
Don't do. Oh, because I could swipe left or right real quick.
So you've gone AI. Hang on, another call, and then we'll take some more thoughts about this AI. You're on the air with our attorneys. Hello.
How can we help you?
Line 2, hello.
Yes,
What's your question?
that's me. I have a question. I have a big maple tree about 1.5 feet off my driveway,
Yeah.
and it's about 3,000 or plus to cut it down. But it's listing a couple slabs on my driveway, and they're up about 3.5 inches. And if someone would trip on my driveway, mailman, a visitor, whoever, can they sue me for that?
Well, trip and fall cases we call slip and lose. Okay? If it's an open and obvious thing, they can't sue you. And here's what I suggest you do. Just put up a sign that says uneven sidewalk. Make sure your homeowners is paid and don't worry about it.
Okay.
All
How
right?
about if I would spray like some red paint, just on
Anything you do that warns people that your driveway's uneven helps you.
Okay,
All right?
sounds good.
You're
Yeah.
just because
Thank you.
someone gets hurt on your property does not make you liable for them. Okay? Just because you slip and fall in a grocery store does not make the grocery store liable for that. A lot of people think that's the law. That is not the law. Okay? And trip and fall cases are the hardest cases we
win.
do.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many summary judgments I've lost when people are in a restaurant and it's dark and then they're walking up steps to get to their table, right? Then they go down those steps to go to the restroom. And then when they go back up to their table, they have to traverse the same steps and they trip, not knowing the steps are there. And the judge says, so let me see if I understand this, Mr. Beatrice. They walked up the steps.
Hold that thought. Hold that thought, caller. Hold that thought, Dave. Back with the one and only. After this, News Radio 570 WQAM.
A to Z dependable.
and Tally joining us tonight. And caller, are you done with your question, caller? Are you there, caller?
I think he hung up.
No, I got him. There you go. Caller, are you there?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you.
All right, well, let me do this. Sometimes I have a hard time there we go. You're on the air with the attorneys tonight. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, go ahead.
Yeah, I have a question. I'm at my job, my employer. I'm actually under one position. Well, once in a while, I have to do another position, which is actually the people that do that constantly are paid more money.
Okay.
So one of the bosses told me one day, said, "Hey, are you putting in that you're being an operator because you can get extra money hourly?" So I said, "No, I didn't know that. Thank you." So I put it in and they approved it.
Okay.
Well, then I did it again when I did that same job to get the extra money while I'm doing it, because basically I'm making one wage and the guy next to me that's doing the same job is making like several dollars more. So I put the second one in and they denied it, and they said they couldn't approve it anymore.
Yeah.
So I don't understand how you could have paid me one time extra that I'm doing the job as the guy next to me making more money, but now all of a sudden they can't approve it.
Welcome to capitalism in America. That's how it works.
Right?
I mean, I don't mean it bad. In Ohio, you're an at-will employee. They can pay you whatever they want, and they don't have to justify it. They can fire you for a good reason, a bad reason, or no reason whatsoever. And there really is no legal remedy. Now, if you could prove that they're discriminating against you because of your gender, then you might have a case. But outside of that, there's not much you can do unless you're in a union. That's why collective bargaining agreements, employers hate them because they protect employees.
Yes, they do, and I wish my company had a union, but they refuse it, and they've tried several times to unionize, and it did not happen.
Even though they didn't unionize, having unions puts pressure on private companies to pay people decent wages just to keep the union out. So if you're working a 40-hour work week, do you think you got that because a corporation felt benevolent? Do you think you have a safe workplace because a corporation felt benevolent? Do you think you get time and a half if you work overtime because corporate America was feeling extra generous? Do you think we have child labor laws because corporations said, well, geez, it'd be terrible for our bottom line if we could hire children and pay them really bad wages? No, that all happened at the end of a union, at the end of a protest, at collective bargaining. And so people always want to beat up unions. And I want to say this. If you're working 40 hours a week and you have your weekends off, you could thank a guy that stood on a picket line. You could thank a person that got their head bashed in by union busters. Okay, if you have a safe workplace, you could thank people that organized and pushed for these reforms. So unions aren't all bad. People want to make them bad. They're not bad. And the threat of a union even is a good thing, because then employers raise people's wages to the point where they're saying, well, you don't really need a union. Look what we're doing for you. But the bottom line is, without a collective bargaining agreement, you have no job protection. And that's the main thing a union does for you, is it gives you job protection.
Remedies in case something does happen like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Okay?
Yeah, I kind of feel like it's not right. I'm doing the same job as the person next to me, and they're making way more money. And I'm telling you, I do a better, that just as good, if not better, job than the guy that's getting paid all the money.
Yeah, I totally hear you, and I totally understand that.
Sucks.
But that is part of what capitalism is.
Correct.
So, I'm the type of guy that thinks that maybe we should put a little bit of guardrails around capitalism, because, we all have a little bit of larceny in us, and greed is real in the world. And so, It's always a tug and a pull. That's all it is. All right. I wish you well.
All right, I appreciate. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
I appreciate the
Good luck.
information. Have a good one.
It's kind of the state of Ohio. What do you always say, Dave, or whatever? It's an employee at will state, right? If
Yeah.
you don't have
Yep.
a union.
Yeah, they could fire you for a good reason, a bad reason, or no reason.
reason at all.
Now, they can't fire you because of your woman, or because of a religious belief, or because of your ethnicity.
Sexual orientation.
Or no, sexual orientation is not protected. Not yet, at least.
Okay.
Okay, so it's really these are the prices we pay to have a capitalistic society. So, there's always a tug and pull between regulations and freewheeling capitalism. Freewheeling capitalism is not necessarily a good thing for everyone. It might be a good thing for the top 0.01% of people, but for the majority of Americans, it's not necessarily a good thing. Just my 3 cents worth. I don't want to get political. I'm just saying what I've observed in the 41 years of practicing law.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so with Attorney David Beatrice, Tally joins us as well, 330-729-9977. You got a legal question? Give us a call. I have 3 lines open in Youngstown. Dave and Tally will be with us tonight till 6 o'clock, 330-729-9977, 330-729-9977. We'll get you through to us on News Radio 570 WKBN, 330-729-9977. We'll get you through to us on News Radio 570 WKBN, so pick up the phone and give us a call. We'd love to hear from you on News Radio 570 WKBN as we go along here today. So any comments or questions, more than happy to hear what you have to add to our discussion as far as legal questions or legal advice. Something going on in your world, 330-729-9977, 330-729-9977. We'll get you through to us on News Radio 570 WKBN. So pick up the phone and give us a call. All right, so Attorney Beatrice is father of the groom. When is the wedding going to be, David?
That would be information. What did I tell you about information?
You don't want to know anything about it.
No, I really don't. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to make any decisions. Whatever they want to do it is fine. I'm being honest. I'm just being honest.
I'm psychotic. I would want to know everything.
No,
The
I
wedding
don't want to know
colors.
anything. I want to go and have a good time. I want to be like a guest at my son's wedding. I don't want to be supervising anyone. I don't want to be telling waiters what to do. I don't want to be telling this person. I'm going to leave that all to my wife and the decision makers. I'm not a decision maker. I am what they call the payor, and the people putting on the wedding are the payee.
That's literally a dream come true for a daughter-in-law, by the way, or a son-in-law. Could you imagine you plan everything and I'll just take care of it?
That's what I basically said to
I
them.
know, that's amazing. I'm super jealous.
It's the least I could do for my son. It's the least I could do for him. Sorry.
That's a lot of love for your son. I love that.
No, it's more than that. My son could have been out killing it in the private sector.
Yeah.
And instead,
Serving our country.
he's got TBI, PTSD, back problems, all kinds of physical ailments just from his training.
Yeah.
He's on his 6th combat deployment. Those are special kind of people. The one thing that unites Americans is our armed forces. It really is. You could be a Democrat, you could be a Republican, you could be a liberal, you could be a conservative. No one doesn't respect the 1% of Americans that protect the 99%. And now that I was in it a little bit or a lot, I know why no one messes with us. Our military is lethal. It is lethal. And they don't play. They don't play. They don't play let's play like we're going to bomb you, or let's play like we're going to kill you. No. When they're given a mission, their job is to complete the mission at all costs. So, kudos to those that have served, and I have much respect for people that serve and their families because they're right with them.
All right. Now I want to shift to this. Explain to our listeners, you have embraced AI in your life. Many of us find that interesting because you have a difficult time programming your television remote or
Yeah.
doing things
Emailing
on your computer.
people.
Yeah, you're technology challenged.
So here's what I
Often
want to. There's a couple of warnings I want to give people about AI. Okay,
Listening.
the government now will grab your phone
Oh yeah.
or your computer device, and they will then look at your searches on AI, and then use that as evidence against you, both in civil cases and criminal cases. So I I tell people, if you want to use AI, probably best not to use your own thing if you're in some kind of a dispute. Just words to the wise. I have embraced AI because AI is the wave of the future. There is a lawyer who is investing $500 million to create a new law firm of AI agents. So they're going to have about
How much money?
$500 million.
Just a small amount, Ron. No big
It'll
deal.
actually save him money, because if you have a large firm, say you have 600 lawyers, and the lowest associate's making $150 to $200,000, do the math over the years. So what they could do with the model this lawyer's developing is erase second, third, fourth, fifth, seventh, eighth year lawyers, okay, and use AI, and then just use Westlaw and whatnot to check. You got to be very careful if you use AI as a lawyer. So I use Westlaw
Could
more.
you stop? Pause for a second.
Go ahead.
How is this working? You as a client would go in. Who would you meet with when you're talking about?
Well, you would meet with like an intake person. So who it's going to replace is a lot of not all lawyers. Okay, AI cannot go into court and argue your case. Okay, AI can give you parameters of an argument, but they can't do inflection in voice. They can't make a point. They can't present stuff in front of a jury.
We're really storytellers.
Okay.
That's what we do.
Yeah. So the AI will replace a lot of legal jobs of lawyers that do corporate work, document preparation, document review.
Lawyers, not attorneys.
Lawyers.
Yeah, lawyers, people who are behind the scenes. Because attorneys, we literally talk for a living, and we're
Well,
storytellers.
in America, we're either known as lawyers or attorneys, but trial lawyers
That's what we
will
do.
be affected by AI, but not as much as what I call transactional lawyers. Transactional lawyers are lawyers that write wills,
Behind the
estates, corporate documents, things of that sort. Those jobs are going to be easily replaced by AI.
Contract reviewers.
Yeah, contract reviewers, things of that sort.
But you would
Okay.
meet with a lawyer or a intake person.
You would
say,
meet with an
"Here's what-
intake person, say, "Here's my
what I want."
problem. Here are my documents." And
Analyze
this lawyer is developing a system where you get all the information, you feed it into the AI, and then you interact with the AI. And then the AI will give you what you need. Now, I have a closed loop AI system that I use on occasion, but it's really kind of amazing. It learns from you, and you learn from it. So people think you just put things in, and that's the end of it. It is not the end of it. It is a two-way discussion between you and the AI. So I was talking to the AI about something on a case, and do you know what the AI said to me? It said, "That's not how Dave Beatrice would argue this case." My mind was blown away.
That's hilarious.
It was blown away.
You know what I like to use it
I was
for?
blown away when it said it to me, because it was like, oh my God, it's like knowing me now. I don't like the fact that it's
I like
knowing
it.
me.
I think I like it. I use it. We have like a 10-step, 12-step process to calculate spousal support that Mark created. And instead of me doing it every single time, I could feed the numbers in. And
Yeah.
I mean, I check it, but it makes it
I always
a lot
check. I always
easier.
check everything.
You
But
have to.
I have embraced AI in other parts of my life. So when you are as busy as I am, I was talking on the phone and I would leave Post-it notes everywhere. So I'd come in the next day and I'd have 25 Post-it notes all over my computer, on my desk.
And then you would yell about them.
And then,
Why don't
and then
have
do
all these
this
Post-it
or
notes?
forget. So I found an AI, and there's a number of different ones that you stick in your pocket and you train it to pick up when you need to do something as you're just talking casually.
So when you say in your pocket, it's like a heart, like a
It looks like a little black device.
It's like a tile, right?
Yeah, it looks like a little tile. I stick it in my pocket. And so say I'm talking to a client. Say his name's Ron. I say, okay, Ron, I'll get you those documents over by Tuesday. In the meantime, I need you to send me X, Y, and Z. Now I'm in my car talking. I'm not writing notes. I'm not writing a to-do list. Okay? Then I have 5 other things come up. And before, what would happen was I'd forget that conversation. Now I don't. The AI is able to detect, because I've trained it, to create to-do lists for me. So when I go home tonight, from my day, my AI, now a lot of it pick up, it's stupid stuff, it's not perfect, but it catches enough that I go, oh yeah, I remember I got to do that. And then it creates a to-do list for me, and I print it out, or I just go and do it. It's one of the better pieces of AI I have purchased.
and has it made a life easier for you?
Absolutely, it has made it. It has amplified my work output. That's the best way I could put it.
So you're more productive, and you don't forget to do stuff because it reminds you.
Well, I still do forget to do stuff because sometimes I forget to charge it, or sometimes I'll leave it in one room and I'm in another room. So
Oh my gosh! How many times? Because you lose your phone like
All the
twice a
time.
day. How
All the
often
time.
do you lose?
it's in my pocket generally all the time. It's in my pocket.
I walk into work and his phone is sitting on his front seat with his car door wide open and no Dave Beatrice around. And he's like, somebody call my phone. Somebody call my phone.
Yeah. Because I will literally be like today. I had to be in Newton Falls Municipal Court. So they have Route 11 blocked off.
It's
Then
such a
they
pain.
route you around, and then there was an accident. And it's like a parking lot. We're in orange barrel season. And always when you're in orange barrel season, there's always an accident. And when there's an accident, it just turns into a parking lot.
Yep.
You're like sitting there for 30 minutes just watching the minutes go by going, I was supposed to be in court 20 minutes ago. Traffic's not moving. This is not looking good for the home team.
I had 3 different courthouses today, and every single time there was a road closed.
Yeah.
Every single courthouse, like on the way there,
And then we'll leave
ridiculous.
orange barrel season. It'll become winter season.
Dun dun dun.
So there you go.
Well, somebody emailed me and wants me to ask you, what device does he have? I guess
I'll tell you what it's called. I'll tell you exactly what it's called. It
Is it
is.
friendly? What is it called?
I'm going to get it up. Okay.
Like, is this something you bought on Amazon or something like that?
There's a number of them. And I suggest that
Guilty.
these people research them. Okay, it's called
Well, why? You obviously did, and you thought this was the best
right.
one, right? Or,
It's your personal wearable AI. It's called FIELDY. They're up to the 3rd version now. I bought the 2nd version.
F-I, how do you spell it?
FIELDY. Fieldy.
I personally think it should be renamed so it's like a little bit more funny, but
Is it expensive?
No, not for what it does for me. It's not. I mean, it catches a lot of stuff you don't need.
he bought Frank one too, right?
I did, but he
thought
doesn't
so.
use it.
Well, there's
I use mine. For somehow Frank can remember everything. Maybe I'm having a senior moment, but I lawyers are in their cars a lot, and when you're in your car, you're getting calls.
constantly.
Generally from clients who have problems. Because whether lawyers want to believe this or not, we are in the service business.
Yeah.
Any lawyer that doesn't think he's in the service business better rethink his profession.
Or her.
People want their calls returned, their emails returned.
100%.
And if you're not able to do that, they're not going to be happy with you. So I always give people my number. Call me if you have a problem. I've been doing this so long, I know when someone's ready to walk off the cliff. You know, I had a client in the office this week. I go, look, you have a cut in your hand that needs a stitch, and you're acting like you have stage 4 lung cancer. And I always try to orient them because I said, let me.
Were you talking to my daughter, my 4-year-old
Well,
daughter?
they start devolving. They all of a sudden, the next thing they know, they're going to be living under the Market Street Bridge, homeless, naked, and begging for food. They just let their
Well,
imagination
usually
take
when they
one.
come to us, they're in a low place.
Yeah, I mean, people
love
never
meeting
come to
people,
lawyers and go, "Hey, my life's doing great."
I know. I'm
I
always
just
like,
thought I'd
it's
share
nice
this
to
with
meet you, but I'm really sorry you're here under these circumstances.
Right.
But it's really nice to meet you.
Yeah, and I try to have some compassion because
Yeah.
people are stressed out when I'm seeing
They're
them.
going through it.
And so I have to obtain information from them, and people always want to vomit all over me information. and I say that kiddingly because I'm on a need to know basis. People are always saying they want to tell me everything. I go, look, you eat an elephant one bite at a time. When I need to know something, I'll ask you. I have the parameters of your problem. Let's meet again in a couple weeks after I get some research done and see if we can't figure this out for you. Okay? In the meantime, if you are at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I've had this happen, and you are up and you are, contemplating doing something stupid, rather than doing something stupid, give me a call and I'll walk you off the cliff. That's the service you need to provide to clients because it's so stressful now. It just is. And when you're like me, an old warhorse, I have so many scars and arrows. I'm like a Neanderthal with, some archaeologist is going to find me one day and go, man, that guy was through a lot of battles. Yeah, I've been through a lot of battles. And hon, it's just another case, another set of problems that we have to figure out and set the client in the right direction.
Thank you, Dave. It's
All right,
been a
Ron.
pleasure.
Thanks,
It really
Ron.
has. Thank you, Tally. Legal Show brought